People of the internet, today we are going to make some yogurt chicken, and I will be honest with you, I have never made this before, but I'm going to try it. So for this I'm going to need some cumin seeds, chicken, cashew nut that I have blended. I soaked it in water and blended. Plain yogurt, you don't want to buy make sure it's not vanilla yogurt, it has to be plain yogurt. Crushed garlic, chopped up onions. So first we will put some oil. You kind of need a lot of oil for this because we're going to fry the chicken. Just put some cumin seeds and then add the onion. Now this chicken is a white chicken, so you don't want to brown the onions. You just want to kind of cook them until they are translucent. So we just cook them for a while until they are a little bit translucent, and I will come back to you. Okay, so the onions are cooked a little bit, so see how they just kind of have to cook down. These are red onions, so they don't turn translucent like the white onions, but I think they are cooked. So now we're going to add the chicken to it, and this is frozen chicken, so you can use fresh chicken. Let's see if we can break it down. I'm just going to cover it for a little bit until the chicken thaws out, and then we will be back. Okay, so as you can see, the chicken has thawed now and it has started cooking. So like I said before, I have never tried this recipe before. This is kind of an experiment, and it's based on the Indian recipe of Mughlai chicken, but neither did I have all the ingredients for Mughlai chicken nor the patience to make Mughlai chicken. So this is kind of an easy version for yogurt chicken and a lighter version. In the Mughlai chicken, I saw that they put cream. I really don't want to put cream in this because this is home cooking, and when I cook at home, I want it to be simple. I want it to be nutritious, and I want it to be healthy. When I go out to a restaurant, I don't mind if they use cream. I don't mind if they use a lot of butter. I don't mind if they use all those things. But at home, I feel like we should eat healthy and we should eat good, because when you go out to a restaurant, that's a special occasion. You tend to eat more. If you start cooking at home the way they cook at the restaurant, then you're going to be out of control. I mean, your weight is going to be out of control. Your health is going to be out of control. We are not supposed to eat like restaurants all the time. A lot of YouTube videos, they will show you the right way to make things, the way they make them at the restaurants. But I mean, if you eat every day out at a restaurant, then God help you. So now to this, I'm going to add the garlic so that it can start cooking a little bit. So we'll cook this a little bit, maybe for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm also going to add some white pepper. You want to add white pepper because we want to keep the color of this dish white. We don't. The black pepper is gonna look ugly in it. So I mean, you can add green chilies. I didn't have any green chilies. Green chilies will look good too, but you don't want to put red chilies or black pepper. You definitely don't want to do that. So these are cooking. I told you before that I ground up some cashew nuts. I had some cashew nuts that one of my co-workers brought for me from Goa, and they were like raw cashew nuts with the skin still on them. So I soaked it in water, took off the skin because the skin is poisonous, and then I ground it up. And then in the meantime, now we are going to let me look at this yogurt. So yogurt, yogurt is a live food. It's got bacteria in it, and you're supposed to eat that bacteria. It's good for your guts. And actually, when you're cooking, you want the yogurt to be a little old because then that brings extra sourness to it and it makes it extra delicious. So I'm just going to get this ready. And this is not Greek yogurt. You don't want to use Greek yogurt, just regular yogurt. This is Icelandic style. I'm not sure what Icelandic style is, but at least it's not Greek yogurt. I hope it's good. It looks very, very thick, even though it says it's low fat, which is good. That's what we want. I'm gonna turn the heat a little bit higher. so that this will cook faster and the water will dry out a little bit. Oh, man, what a mess. Okay, I think we are ready to put the yogurt now. So I'm going to turn the heat off completely because when I'm adding the yogurt, I don't want the yogurt to break. Also, another thing that I should mention is that I had taken the yogurt out of the fridge and it's been out of the fridge for like an hour now, so it's room temperature, just to reduce the chances of it breaking when it gets in contact with the hot chicken. I hope it doesn't break. So I'll stir this yogurt in there. Looks like it's doing okay so far. It hasn't broken yet. So once the yogurt is all mixed in like this, we will turn the heat back on medium, and I'm going to add some salt to it. Also, we are cooking some rice over here. The rice goes really good with this chicken. You can also eat it with naan. I'm just going to eyeball the salt. What do you think? Is that okay? Uh-oh, looks like the yogurt is breaking. Anyway, it's going to break. It's not going to be perfect. I don't know how they do it. Whenever the professionals make it, it never breaks. I guess maybe there was water in the chicken and that's what made it break. Maybe if the chicken was dry and I had let it thaw out completely before I started cooking, but I got impatient. Okay, so at this point I'm also going to add the cashew nut paste, and that's going to give it some creaminess as well. I hope I'm not adding too much. So see how the color of the chicken is white? You know, it should look like yogurt chicken, right? If it's brown, then it's not yogurt chicken. Alright, I think I'm gonna add some more salt and some more pepper. And then we let this simmer for about, I want to say 10 minutes to let the chicken cook completely. So let us cover it and then I will be back. Alright guys, I said we will just let it cook for 10 minutes, but I forgot to mention that since this has nuts in it, cashew nuts, we need to stir it from time to time, which is what I am doing right now. Okay, just get all the nuts off the bottom, otherwise they will burn and it's not going to taste good and it's not going to look good. Alright, yes, okay. Feel better now. We are at 6 minutes now. Let's let it cook for another 5 more minutes. In the meantime, and in between, I will keep stirring it. I won't show you that because I don't want to keep you for 5 minutes, but we'll be back after it's cooked. Okay, so it's taking a little longer than 10 minutes to cook. In the meantime, I'm going to add this garam masala to it. The garam masala has all these ingredients that go into the Mughlai chicken. Most Indian people already have garam masala at home. It's not something special that they have to buy. So I'm just gonna put this much, maybe a little bit more. And then we'll let that cook a little bit too. Let's stir it. So we're looking for the oil to separate. It's starting to separate a little bit, but not enough. So we're gonna let it cook for another 5 minutes, and that will be a total of 20 minutes, I think. The chicken is cooked. It's the spices that are taking, the spices, the yogurt, the cashew nut, and the spices that are taking a long time to cook. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit because I don't want the chicken to overcook. I just want the gravy to kind of cook fully. And it's still not cooked, it's a little raw. I mean, it's edible right now, but it's just not right. Just needs a few more minutes. Looks like we are at 17 minutes now, so give it 3 more minutes and we'll see how it looks at 20 minutes. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, so you see how the oil has started separating and it's floating a little bit on the top. So that's what we are looking for. So this is as much oil as we are going to get, I guess, because I didn't use a lot of oil. If you used more oil, then you would have more oil floating. But remember what I said, this is not a restaurant. You're eating at home. We have to eat healthy. So this is as good as it's going to get, I guess. But I mean, the oil separated. That's what we wanted. That's the main thing, is the oil has to separate. So let's start plating. And I'm gonna make 2 plates. I have a special guest with me here today who is also my cameraman. And these are exactly 2 servings of rice according to the packet. So we are going to eat it all. Is that too much? I think that's too much. I think we can save some for second servings. How about that? Alright. See how that looks? So that was 1 chicken minus the legs and the thighs. So this is the 1 chicken breast and what is that called? Is it called loin or something? The piece of meat that is stuck to the breast. Alright, let's go taste this and see how good it is. I'm ready to eat. It looks delicious to me. And I've got some helpers. I've got some bulldog sauce, mustard, and chili sauce. Just in case it doesn't taste good, then those are going to help me make it taste better. And this is basmati brown rice. Remember, this is an experiment. I'm not following a strict recipe and I've never made this before. Guys, this is delicious. It doesn't need all of this. I'm just gonna go back to the fridge. It's like healthy cooking, yogurt sauce. It doesn't have the probiotic of the yogurt, but it's still healthy. It doesn't use any cream, doesn't use too much oil. You're not going to get sick after eating this. Thank you for watching my video.